Hello everyone and welcome back to another math video. Today we're going to be talking about the volume of cylinders, so similar to the problems that you see up on the screen here. Just a reminder, this is the speedrun version where we go through it pretty quickly. If you'd like the normal version, I will link that in the description below. Okay, before you start this lesson, you should know how to do two things. You should know how to solve equations using square roots, and secondly, you should know some circle vocabulary, radius, diameter, stuff like that. If you'd like a refresher on any of these two topics, I will link videos in the description below. Please go watch those before you start this lesson. All right, new lesson starts now. Here we go. It says, what is the volume of this cylinder? Round your answer to the nearest hundredth. So volume is talking about how much can I fit on the inside of this cylinder. If I would fill it up with water or something like that, how much would I be able to put in? So there is a formula for the volume of a cylinder. It's volume equals pi times r squared times the height. This has to do with the circles, right, that you see on the top and the bottom. And then the height is obviously 16. Now, let's plug in some numbers. Volume is going to be equal to, we always use 3.14 for pi, times the radius squared. Well, the diameter's 20, so the radius must be 10. And we said already the height is 16. And now this, you can plug into a calculator. When you crunch the numbers, you get an even 5,024, and this would be cubic meters. And this is our final answer. Now for this problem, a little bit backwards, it says the volume of this cylinder is 452.16 cubic meters. What is the radius? Round your answer to the nearest hundredth. So here they give you the volume and they want to find the radius. So we're still going to use our formula. Pi times r squared times the height. And we know the volume is 452.16, so we put that in. Pi is still 3.14. I don't know what the radius is, so I'm going to leave it as r squared. And I do know what the height is. That's 4. Now we have an equation, so we can do a couple things. First, let's multiply 3.14 times 4. When we do that, we get 12.56 r squared equals this. We haven't changed anything on the left. And now let's bring our work over. Okay, now that we brought our work over, we should know how to solve this from here, right? We should divide by 12.56 on both sides. When we do that, we get r squared equals 36. And then we should know, okay, I need to square root both sides. We will get r is equal to 6. Yes, it could be plus or minus 6, but we're talking about a measurement here, so we are not going to use the negative version. It's just going to be r equals 6. That would be 6 meters. All right, here's our cool clock for today, which means that it's time for you to practice what you just learned. Go ahead and pause the video and try these two problems on your own. And when you're ready, you can unpause the video and we'll check your answers. Okay, now that you've had time to work these problems, let's check your solutions. Okay, for the first problem, you should, here's the work, you should have gotten 653.12 cubic inches. And for the second problem, a little bit different. They're asking you for the height, but here is the work. Should have gotten that h is equal to 10 feet. All right, that is it for today. I hope you all have a good morning, good afternoon, good evening, and good night.